How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? This is Red Zone News. Check it out, man. Reward increased to $15,000 for info on a 2006 murder of a teenager burned to death. Now, personally, that is crazy. I mean, personally, burning. He was only a kid. They burned him to death in some kind of barrel. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you the story real quick, and you decide for yourself because he looked like a harmless little kid. If we look at my page, okay, and read the title of the of what I just said. Okay, nearly 2.5 years after a 15-year-old Demetrius Griffin was burned to death on the west side, his family has announced the reward of information about his killer has increased to $15,000. Griffin, a freshman at Stevenson High School, was found inside a burning trash can in Austin neighborhood on September 17, 2016. Officers discovered his body when they responded to a call of a refused fire in the 1500 block of West Cortez Street. Now, personally, that is very freaking vicious. Okay, very freaking vicious. I mean, brothers, they usually just shoot each other or they beat themselves over in the back. Burning somebody in a trash can is unfreaking heard of. I have never heard it inside the hood. There's certain things that black people do not do, and that's one of them. Burn somebody. Well, the report says he burned him alive. Total freaking madness. Okay? Now I'm going to read the rest of it. And the teenager's death was ruled a homicide. Of course, it was ruled a homicide. And autopsy later determined he had been burned alive. Burned alive. That means the fire had to be already set, and they just threw him in there and burned him alive. Okay? I'm not saying that's not possible for our people, because our people do a lot of crazy stuff, but that's a little unusual. A teenage death was ruled a homicide, and autopsy later determined had been burnt alive. His case has been remaining unsolved. New contributions for the community and faith leaders increased the reward from $10,000. Griffin's aunt, Rachel Sykes, said Monday. Sykes said her family continues to be heartbroken by her nephew's death. Griffin's image, along with those of 4 other children victims of Chicago violence, is included in a string of glass windows at the West Side New Mount Pilgrimage Ministry Baptist Church, 4301 West Washington Boulevard. The window, Sykes said, will be officially unveiled Sunday. Sykes said it is important that people don't hear about these cases and forget. For low-income families from poor neighborhoods, and Sykes said homicides are all too often swept under the rug. That's not right, Sykes said. No child deserves what he got. My family has no closure, and this city is doing nothing. Well, of course, they are not doing nothing. They want the anarchy to continue to increase. If you allow people to get away with murder and keep on getting away with murder, like people in Chicago, 27% of the cases in Chicago is is solved. So 75% of the cases in Chicago is not solved. You mean tell me a criminal is not going to go out there to steal, kill, and do all kinds of stuff, knowing down well the percentage is in his favor? Yes. And more criminals going to do it, and more criminals are going to do it, and more criminals are going to do it. And not to mention the jails are letting out criminals early nowadays because the prisons are overrun with criminals. Criminals are going every day. Criminals are learning new ways to be criminals in jail. Okay, it's a firestorm of craziness in the civilization that's going to backfire on us all day long. And for the family, they didn't deserve that. They don't deserve anything but closure and justice from for this kid's death. And it's amazing. He looked like a young little kid. Why would anybody try to murder this kid? Okay, why would anybody try to murder this kid? He's a young kid. He don't look like he could harm a fly. He's 15, 14 years old. Or was. He just tossed him in a can of fire. More and more I post these stories, the more it really gets to me. That's why I post the most hardened stories and the most gruesome stories, and sometimes, a lot of times, we post happy stories as well to balance it out. Oh, we have Maine Logo City coming up. It's not open yet, so please do not purchase anything. As you see, we are still under construction. MaineLogoCity.com, and also we're going to have a blog talk soon. Okay? Talk about issues, the biggest issues of that week in the news. Talk about an hour, once a week. Okay? It's radio. It's going to be Red Zone News Radio. So, keep in touch. This is Red Zone News. Signing off.